They are the most mysterious of beings, gods, angels, aliens, or ordinary men with incredible knowledge or wisdom. Nobody's sure. The culture of Mesopotamia is rich and complex. Historians have been slowly unraveling their secrets. From the Epic of Gilgamesh to the many references of them in other cultures, the mystery of the Anunnaki is becoming more clear. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. The Anunnaki have become one of the most enigmatic and discussed subjects in the study of ancient mythologies, religious traditions, and alternative theories about human origins. Their story spans thousands of years, drawing on fragments from Sumerian, Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian mythology, and weaving into texts like Genesis, the Book of Enoch, and even global myths from distant cultures. They have been interpreted as gods, angels, ancient aliens, enlightened rulers, and even survivors of a lost civilization. Let's unravel their tale step by step and examine the major theories that seek to explain who, or what, the Anunnaki really were. 1. The historical and mythological roots of the Anunnaki. The name Anunnaki derives from the Sumerian Anunna, meaning offspring of Anu. Anu, or Un, was the supreme sky deity of the Sumerian pantheon, and the Anunnaki were considered his divine descendants. In the oldest Sumerian texts, they were the most powerful gods in a complex pantheon. Over time, particularly in Akkadian and Babylonian literature, they took on more specific roles, including being judges in the underworld. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, a foundational Mesopotamian epic, the Anunnaki are mentioned as chthonic judges, associating them with the realm of the dead. In the Babylonian Enuma Elish, a creation epic, they are divided into groups, 300 in heaven, 300 on earth. Their roles evolve, and new gods like Marduk emerge to reorganize divine affairs. The Anunnaki were sometimes confused or conflated with the Igigi, a group of lesser deities, especially in labor and rebellion myths. In the Sumerian creation myths, Enlil and Enki, two of Anu's sons, play central roles. Enlil is the lord of the air and commander of earth, while Enki is a god of water, wisdom, and creation. Their relationships are complex, sometimes collaborative, sometimes antagonistic, particularly concerning humanity's fate. 2. Anunnaki and the Bible. Elohim, Nephilim, and the Watchers. A major development in the modern reinterpretation of the Anunnaki has been their comparison to figures in the Hebrew Bible. The word Elohim, often translated as God in English Bibles, is grammatically plural and has connections with the Semitic root El, meaning shining or bright. This has led some researchers to associate Elohim with the Shining Ones, a term used in various traditions for supernatural beings. In Genesis 6, we are told that the sons of God, B'nai Elohim, came down to earth and mated with the daughters of men, producing the Nephilim, a race of giants. The Book of Enoch expands on this, calling these beings the Watchers, angels who descended from heaven, taught forbidden knowledge, and were punished for their rebellion. The parallels with the Anunnaki myths, especially with the Igigi rebelling against the Anunnaki and being replaced by humans, are striking. Further intriguing is the term Shinar in Genesis, which refers to the land where the Tower of Babel was built. This is often equated with Sumer, and some etymologists argue that Shinar might mean land of the shining ones, directly linking biblical geography with Sumerian myth. 3. The Shining Ones, global archetype or shared legacy. Across cultures, references to radiant, shining beings abound, gods, angels, or divine visitors. In Sumerian, El can denote shining. In Gaelic mythology, the Tuatha De Danann are often called the Shining Ones and are depicted as a race of advanced, semi-divine beings who came from across the sea. In Hinduism, the Nagas, serpent deities with luminous appearances, share traits with both the Anunnaki and Watchers. Then there are peculiar connections such as the Ainu of Japan, a mysterious, ancient people with Caucasian features and linguistic links to the Basque. The Shem Sahor of Egypt, followers of Horus, believed to be semi-divine beings who ruled before the pharaohs. The fish beings, Oans, of Sumeria, led by Enki/Ir, who came from the sea and taught civilization. again echoing a descent or arrival from elsewhere. These widespread patterns point to either a shared global archetype or perhaps an actual ancient legacy that was remembered differently across civilizations. 4. Anunnaki as ancient aliens. The Zecharia Sitchin theory. One of the most well-known and controversial interpretations of the Anunnaki comes from Zecharia Sitchin. In his Earth Chronicles series, Sitchin claimed that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings from a distant planet called Nibiru. According to Sitchin, these beings came to Earth around 450,000 years ago to mine gold, needed for their planet's atmosphere. They genetically engineered Homo sapiens by combining their DNA with early hominids, creating a labor force. While this theory is rejected by mainstream historians and linguists, largely due to Sitchin's unconventional translations, it has found a large following and continues to fuel alternative theories of human origins. Sitchin also tied the Anunnaki to the biblical Nephilim and believed that their story was encoded in ancient texts, including Genesis. He connected Anu, Enlil, and Enki to the key divine figures of Sumerian mythology and asserted that their conflicts, especially over humanity, are echoed in biblical and mythological narratives. 5. The Flood, Rebirth, and Astronomical Knowledge. One of the most persistent motifs across Anunnaki lore is the Great Flood. In both the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Atrahasis epic, a deluge is sent by the gods to wipe out humanity, paralleling the biblical story of Noah. In these stories, Enlil seeks to destroy humanity, while Enki warns a chosen human and instructs him to build a boat. These myths also contain clues to advanced knowledge. The Anunnaki, or their associates, are often linked with astronomy and calendars. The 25,800-year precessional cycle, the wobble of Earth's axis, was possibly known to ancient cultures, as seen in the alignment of ancient temples and myths about cosmic order. Some researchers suggest that the deluge stories might encode memories of real catastrophic events, perhaps the end of the last ice age, rapid sea level rise, or cometary impacts. The Anunnaki, as survivors or forecasters of these events, are cast as bringers of order in a world thrown into chaos. 6. Symbolism, bulls, serpents, and stars. The Anunnaki are symbolically rich figures. Enlil is associated with the bull, a powerful image also found in the mythologies of Minoan Crete, Egypt, Apis bull, and even in the worship of Baal in Canaan. Enki, on the other hand, is linked to water and is depicted as a serpent or fish goat, Capricorn. This duality, bull and serpent, reflects the tension between sky/earth, law/chaos, order/knowledge. Serpent imagery recurs in global myths, from the serpent in Eden to the cosmic serpent of Mesoamerica to the Kundalini energy of India. Often, serpents are both feared and revered, embodying hidden knowledge, healing, or transformation. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.